Stocks are lower this morning, but are coming off the lows. As I speak to you right now, the Russell is still down 1.1%, but the NASDAQ is only down 0.5%, and the S&P is only down 0.42%. The Dow is actually down less than 0.2% as I speak to you right now. Friday after the close, Moody's downgraded the U.S. credit rating from AAA to AA1 due to rising debt interest costs and persistent fiscal deficits. The agency cited political dysfunction and lack of fiscal reforms as the key reasons. Markets reacted not just with stocks dropping, but with the 30-year Treasury yield jumping above 5%, up 13 basis points. The 10-year yield is now at 4.55%, up 12 basis points, with the 2-year and 5-year yields up single digits. Chinese economic data on Sunday night was mostly better than expected, and EU CPI came out as expected. The safety trade is making an appearance this morning with gold up 1.5%, the dollar down 0.63% in aggregate, performing the worst against the Swiss franc, the Japanese yen, and the euro, but also down against the pound and the Canadian dollar. Silver, copper are both higher, while crude oil is sitting at unchanged. President Trump is scheduled to have a call this afternoon with Vladimir Putin. According to reports, he's going to ask the Russian president to stop the war in Ukraine or at least begin a period of extended ceasefire. This is geopolitical and is likely to affect commodities, especially crude oil, more than stock markets if there are positive statements from both sides after the call is over. Looking ahead, Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic and New York Fed President John Williams have already spoken. Tonight, we have a conversation by Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari. Earnings after the close today, we get 5 companies with market caps over $1 billion, including Trip.com and Agility Technology. Tomorrow, before the market opens, we get another 12 companies reporting with $1 billion or more in market cap, with the big one being Home Depot. But we also get Viking Holdings, H World Group, and Eagle Materials. Tonight, we get a Bank of China rate decision. Tomorrow morning, early, we get a rate decision from the Royal Bank of Australia. And then later in the morning, Canadian CPI will be released.